We're at TVLine's Comic-Con studio, presented by ZTE. Welcome, Tony Hale.
Thank you, and thank you, ZTE.
How are you?
I'm good. We're gonna whisper.
That's what I do when I get excited, and I
that's
loved
nice.
this past season of Veep. And can I just tell you, I was concerned. I've been
concerned
covering
too.
television for a long time. Rarely is it a good thing when the creator of the show leaves the show.
Yes.
It hardly ever goes well. This season is one of the show's best. How did you pull that off?
I will say, to be completely candid, I was nervous as well, because I'm not a huge fan of change, not a huge fan of uncertainty, even though I'm in the most uncertain business I could possibly choose. But I didn't like change, and you knew Armando and all those guys, and we became family. Like, you get to know these writers, and they know your voice and all this kind of stuff. And then when that shifts up, it's like, where's Papa going? Where's the family's breaking up? And then when Julia told us about Dave Mandel, who stepped in, and she had a history with him through Seinfeld, and that she really gave us an assurance that he knows his stuff, which he does, and he brought in all of his writers. That gave us a lot of peace. And I mean, initially there was some growing pains because we were just just trying to figure each other out, and what he brought to the show, and he finding out our characters. I mean, he knew so much about the show, but kind of, things that we could share about our characters. But once it got going, it really kicked in. And I am so grateful for that, because it doesn't always go that well.
I was a little disappointed, though, that David didn't reveal to us what happened on Labor Day.
I know, and I don't know what happened on Labor Day, but I know it's dark, because we've seen that Gary has done some dark stuff for Selena. He's dug through her trash for what I would assume would be some kind of sexual toy, maybe, or something. He's broken up with her boyfriends for her. He's done dark. I think he's probably done darker stuff, but something happened on Labor Day that's super dark.
Do you have a theory in your head?
I have theories, but I almost don't want to know, because I like the mystery of, I don't know if somebody was killed.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a body somewhere. I mean, the way she reacted and the way Gary shut up, it's dark. Like, it's like mafia dark.
Do you have a sense of whether we will find out?
No.
Okay.
I don't even know what's going to happen next season.
Well, let's talk about next season. I mean, it's like totally...
She's not president anymore.
Wait, so what's Gary going to be holding for her?
Well, first of all, how's Gary going to be surviving? Let's just acknowledge that. Because he has worked with this woman before she was vice president. For years, he has no identity outside of Selena Meyer. He doesn't know life outside of her. So whatever she does, I think he's in a real kind... I would assume Gary, right when he went off in that last episode because he hit his limit, where he just went off on everybody because he just felt they were morons. It was also coming from a very personal place, because he's like, he doesn't know what to do with his body. He goes home at night and practice his getting stuff out of the bag, because that's all he knows to do. He goes home at night and thinks about, facts he can tell her the next day, thinks about her, thinks about what she wants to eat. He has a calendar at home with everything she's worn so he doesn't screw it up. I mean, he doesn't know life outside of her, so I think he had a little bit of a, crisis.
He's going to be working for her in some capacity.
My hope, in Gary's world, she can't live without him. In her world, she can pay somebody to do what I do.
When do you go back into production?
We rehearse in September, probably end of September, early October.
Okay. What's going on with the rest of development? I feel like for the past 2 years, it's been confirmed that it's coming back, but I don't know what's going on.
You know what? I wish I had an answer, and I know it's so annoying, but I get all my news from the internet. You know more than I do. I know that I'm about to see Will, because I'm doing Will Arnett, he's hosting this live from Comic-Con thing for Sci-Fi Channel, and so we're going to see each other. And so one of the questions I'll be is like, have you heard anything? Have you heard anything? I think we all, as you've heard this, we all want to do it. I want to know where the story continues. I want to know what happened to my girlfriend, Liza Minnelli. I want to know. So, it's always the feeding for information, but I think it is going to happen. It's a matter of scheduling as to when.